I'm a freelancer. I work for the museum service, I work in schools, I do all sorts of things from Roman to 1950s. And 6 years ago I was asked to represent the 9th East Norfolk Regiment that fought against the Sikh army in the First Anglo-Sikh War, 1845 to 46. Now there were two Anglo-Sikh wars. The first one was 2 months long, 1845 to 46. It didn't work, the British couldn't hold the Punjab, many warlike soldiers there. Punjabi soldiers, Sikh soldiers. Second war was 9 months long, lasted from 1848 to 49, and the British won that war, and it all settled down a bit. But what I'm here to talk to you about is the First Anglo-Sikh War. Do you learn about it at all in schools or anything? Do you learn about the Sikh Wars?
No.
You know, you just say boo here. Have you heard of the British East India Company? Say boo. Boo, excellent. Let's get that out of the way. They had a peacekeeping force, if you call it that, of British soldiers in India. Apart from the Punjab hadn't been taken by the British East India Company until the First War finished in January 1845. So the British Army didn't go into the Punjab for many reasons, partly because Ranjit Singh, who died in 1839, 6 years earlier, he'd raised an army of over 50,000 soldiers trained by American and European officers. So the army of the Khalsa, the army of the Punjab, Maharaja's army, was an army made up of professional soldiers. Their artillery, the gunners, cannon crews, were better than the British gun crews. Their infantry were very good. The cavalry, not as good, harder to control. But for the first time in India, from the East India Company getting there in the late 16th century, you have an army fighting the British forces that's equal or stronger than British forces. I think we can agree that Sikhs are a martial race. Are they a martial race?
Yes.
Warlike? They are. Not today, on the same side. But what I'm wearing is the uniform, replica uniform of the 9th East Norfolk Regiment, who came from this area, who were raised way back in the 1700s. They fought in this uniform, this replica uniform, against the Sikh armies at the battles of Mudki, at Firozeshah, and at Sabran in 1845-46. So I'm wearing an Albert cap. The Albert cap, or shako, was partly designed by Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria, and soldiers hated them. They're really heavy, they're really uncomfortable, and in the Crimean War, 1855 period, the soldiers got rid of them, filled them full of earth, and put them in the earthworks. They got rid of them and wore their standard Kilmarnock cap. This is the Kilmarnock cap. Number 9 means 9th East Norfolk Regiment. That's my number of my regiment. The bauble on the top is called a torry. Many soldiers didn't have to wear this. They covered their Kilmarnock caps with an orange cover and put a peak on there. Who's been to the Punjab in the summertime? Is it hot?
Yes.
Is it very hot?
Yes.
The British Army in the winter time, in the summertime in India, would go up to the Himalayas where it's cooler. They came down. They were told to come down in a week at the start of the Anglo-Sikh Wars. The 9th East Norfolks, the 34th, 1st Regiment, 50th Regiment, and others marched down to the Himalayas. They got into Mudki, 150 miles in a week on foot. It's 40 degrees. It's 30 miles a day. The food didn't keep up. They carried haversacks, but they were empty haversacks. They carried water bottles. There was not enough water either, and they marched for a week in those conditions. The coat is made of wool. It's a shell jacket, undress jacket. They normally wore a red coat like this, but with epaulets and wings and long tails. Because it's hot in India in the summer, they could wear their wool jackets, which are good protection when you're shooting gunpowder weapons from being burnt or catching fire. I'm wearing a red coat, yellow facings, that means that's 9th East Norfolks. There's a 9 on the badge there in Roman letters as well. The trousers were made locally in India, because the British Army wore heavy wool trousers, thick wool trousers. So these were made replicas, they're nice and comfortable. The boots are replica army boots. They're heavy, and they're made on a straight last. There's no left or right. You wear them on the same foot for a month or so, then switch them over onto the other foot to make them last longer. So the cross belts, we have a belt with the cartridge pouch, which holds 60 rounds of ammunition in there, and a belt for the bayonet. So the two cross belts. The white belts here were made locally in India to hold the whole thing together. If you're running about being a soldier without the cross belt, these things just flop around all over the place. So they made those in India as well. Okay. Now what I haven't got to wear, I'm wearing a neckcloth. A black neckcloth. The 9th East Norfolks didn't have to wear their neck stocks. This is a neck stock made of leather, like a dog collar. Would you put that on a person? No. You wouldn't, would you? Any volunteers? Come on. I'm not going to put it on properly, thank you. So the 31st Regiment of Foot, who fought in the Punjab as well, had to wear these in 40 degrees of heat. This goes around the neck, put your chin up, well done. Well volunteered, you didn't really. It makes you stand up straight, put your head up straight. You're shooting in 2 lines of soldiers, 1 line at the front, 1 line at the back. The front line's firing, the second line are reloading. They will then fire over your shoulder while you reload at the front. It's not nice, is it? No, you used to sweat into it and get it softer. I wouldn't do that to a dog, let alone a human being. 1855, the British Army did away with them altogether, but it led to lots of discomfort and problems. Thank you, you may return. Thank you very much. The weapons we're using, I've got a replica gun here, muskets. It's not going to go bang today, it does work. It's a replica 1853 Enfield's rifle musket. Now, these were around during the Indian Mutiny, 1857, but in 1845, in the First Anglo-Sikh War, they used a similar musket, smoothbore musket, is a percussion cap musket. So what you would do to load and fire this musket, I'll do it without loading it and firing it, trust me. You would have 60 rounds of ammunition in your cartridge pouch. This is a musket ball. These weapons are not accurate, it's like a shotgun, smoothbore. You might hit a man 60 paces away, you might not, okay? So you carry those, 60 of those, in a cartridge. Cartridge paper with a tube sealed at the bottom. Drop the bullet in first, then put the gunpowder or black powder on top and then seal it. So when you're told to load your weapon, I'm going to pretend to, I haven't got gunpowder today, you would go into your pouch and you would take out a cartridge. You would put down the gun and bite the end off the cartridge. That gunpowder tastes horrible, by the way. You pour all the gunpowder down the barrel and drop the bullet and the paper down the barrel as well. You want it down by the touch hole, which is here. So to get it down there, take out your ramrods and you just ram down the charge. Okay? So you're about 4 shots a minute. Now, instead of a flint to make the sparks to fire the gunpowder, what we've got is a hammer and a little tube, hollow tube, going through into the barrel. You want to send a spark down into the gunpowder to fire the gun. As I say, you're very safe. This is a percussion musket. These are percussion caps. What you've got is a small brass device, little cap, with a little green drop of fulminate of mercury inside. Are you familiar with cap guns, toy cap guns? When as a boy you played with cap guns, you got a strip of paper with a toy pistol and little spots of chemicals. When you put that on the touch hole, over the touch hole, like this, like a little hat, when you go to full cock and fire, the hammer comes forward, hits that, and makes sparks. They go into the barrel to fire the gun. Now, they're not accurate weapons. They're really heavy though. Put this lever down there. So what we'll do that. If you want to hold it, I've got to hold it as well. 2 hands. 30 miles a day. 30 miles. They drew their swords and they met the British soldiers with their bayonets. But on a more peaceful side of things, with light bulbs, you're familiar with light bulbs having a bayonet fixing? That's where it comes from. Bayonet goes on there, goes in there. Bayonet fixing. More peaceful reason. But this one's designed so that when you go in, you're told to charge your bayonets like this. And you make a modern weapon for the time into a medieval spear. So what the Sikh gunners were doing, certainly fighting the 9th Regiment, I know from a letter that I've got from a soldier who was there, they were grabbing, they wouldn't leave their guns, they died at their guns, they were grabbing the bayonet, either putting it into themselves or past themselves, grabbing the soldier's left hand, and they were using their tulwar. This is a real tulwar, it's tatty, it's from the Punjab, it's really tatty. You know what a tulwar is, don't you? It should be thicker, it's been sharpened up. They were using these to grab our British muskets and swing these, take off the soldiers' heads. Is war very nice? No. But that does impress local school children when I show them that. You've seen it before, haven't you? You know what a tulwar is. So, also what we have, the gun crews were very good. The cannon crews, the Sikh gunners were very, very good. So what I'm going to show you is a cannonball. 1840 French issue, 8.5-pound cannonball. It will leave the cannon at about 120 metres per second. Is that quite fast? If it hits you, it doesn't explode. It works the same way as a big musket, if you like. They bounce, they take lumps off people. I could have bought a £32 one, but I bought this. This is £8.5. You'll see why I didn't buy a bigger one. Put your hands out, young man. I'll hold it as well. 2 hands, because it's heavy. I'll put it there. There you go. So yeah, get the yeah. I'll hold it for now.
Yeah.
Ready? I'm going to just let go. Hold it.